Life's learning moments happen everywhere. The ball field, hallway, cafeteria, and so on and so forth. This one came from the school bus. I noticed a group of elementary boys talking animatedly about midway down the bus aisle, getting a bit loud from time to time. Their rapid arm movements, leaning out into the aisle, giggling, and occasional bursts of laughter drew my attention. Looking up into that bus driver's management tool, the big wide rearview mirror, I said in a moderate command voice, "All right, let's hold it down a bit." The response wasn't immediate, but it quietened in that area, and the bus route continued. A few stops later, a young man came up the aisle with a look of distress on his face, obviously somewhat incensed, and with tears welling up in his eyes, he blurted out, "They're talking about my mama." Now that caught my attention. So I asked him to sit near me as I got the details of just what was going on. By this time, we were off the highway and on a rough rural road that was washboarded and rattled the bus. Though the bus was still crowded, we had a little privacy up front in our cocoon of bus noise. That's when I figured out that the group of boys had been lobbing Yo Mama jokes back and forth in that group that I had called down not too long before. The young man, being raised by a single mom, not familiar with the concept of Yo Mama jokes, had taken them personal and was offended badly. For he loved his mama and couldn't stand to hear what he deemed to be offensive statements being aimed at her. We spent the next 5 minutes discussing Yo Mama jokes and the nature and delivery of them and their punchline. As he began to get a handle on the rough-natured, early manhood learning experience, I could see the light of recognition come on as our discussion continued. We talked about some of the particular insults that the boys had been pitching at each other and the level of actual intent of the rough-natured joking. Gradually, his look of distress faded, and it was replaced with a crooked grin of full comprehension. He decided that he actually was not offended, and that he had no complaint against his fellow bus riders. Hurrying back down the aisle to get his backpack to be ready for his stop coming up next. Yep, bus driving ain't a bad place for someone with a grandpa's understanding of things to be at.